What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today with another, jeez, my hair's going everywhere, with another career video. I've tried recording this about 8 times now, and none of it's had worked all the way through. So I'm going to try this again. The career of Nick Boyton, another member of that 2010 Stanley Cup champion Blackhawks team, was a 9th overall pick for Washington in 1997. He never signed with Washington, so he entered the draft again in 1999, where he was picked 21st overall by Boston. During the redraft, we went over this. He went to Boston 21st overall. I had him going 19th overall. I don't remember who I had him going to, but Boston. He's a Boston Bruin in 1999, and he makes his debut as he signs with them immediately. 5 games played, no goals, no assists, no points, and Boston does not, he does not play in the playoffs. I don't remember if Boston makes it that year. And similar for 2000, 2001, he plays 1 game, no goals, no assists, no points. Once again, he does not play in the playoffs. But Boston then enters some of their good years where they finish atop of the Eastern Conference a lot. 2001-02 is a good year for him. 80 games played, his first full season, 44 goals, 14 assists, 18 points. He's on the NHL All-Rookie team. In the playoffs, he plays 6 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. So not bad for a rookie. I should have checked what he was in Calder voting, but with those totals, I could assume he was within. I know he wasn't a finalist because that year it was. I don't remember who won it that year actually. Rick Nash. Rick Nash won it that year, so I'd assume he would be like within 5 to 10. So probably like within 5 to 10th in Calder voting. I'm actually going to Google that right now. I'll be back in just a moment. All right. So I just checked to make sure I was right. He was 8th in Calder voting. So I'll write that on the board just to let it know. So 8th. In Calder, can't read that, but just so I know. All right, 2002, 2003, another good year. He improves a bit. 78 games played, 7 goals, 17 assists, 24 points. In the playoffs, he plays 5 games, no goals, 1 assist, 1 point. Problem with Boston at this stage is that they have good regular seasons, but then Montreal takes them out in the playoffs. 2002, Montreal's a lower seed. They take them out in the first round. 2004, Montreal's the lower seed who takes them out in the first round. I don't actually remember who took them out in 2003. It might have been Pittsburgh. Wasn't Tampa, wasn't Washington. I don't think it was Philly. Don't think it was Toronto. I don't know. But 2003-2004 is the career year for Nick Boyton. 81 games played, 6 goals, 24 assists, 30 points. He makes it to the All-Star game for his once and only time. 7 games played in the playoffs, 0 goals, 2 assists, 2 points. Little did he know he would not be in the playoffs again at all until 2010. And that would be it for his career. So 2005-2006, after the lockout, he ended up playing in the EIHL. I don't know what league that is. I didn't go too far into it. In 2004-05 during the lockout. 2005-06, he plays with Boston still. 54 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. No playoffs for Boston as the drop in production shows. But then on June 26, 2008, he is traded to Phoenix with a 2007 4th-round pick, which would be Matt Fradden, which is a name I've not heard in a while. So it's basically 1 defenseman for a defenseman. Boyden goes to Phoenix. Paul Mara comes back to Boston, and a 2007 third also goes to Boston which is Maxime McNauer. So Boston actually gets more than Phoenix does in this trade. Even though the more notable name is Matt Fradden in the 2007 4th-round pick. But 2006-07 with Phoenix, totals stay roughly the same. His assists go up, goals drop, but same amount of points essentially. 59 games played, 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points, no playoffs for Phoenix. 2007-2008, 79 games played, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. And once again, with Phoenix, and no playoffs because Phoenix does not make the playoffs at this stage. 2008-2009, 68 games played, 5 goals, 16 assists, 21 points. So a bit of a bounce back right there with Phoenix. Bounces up another 9 points, which is the highest total he had since he had 30 points in 03-04. 2009-10, however, he signs with the Anaheim Ducks. In 42 games, at this point of his career, he's a 6th, 7th defenseman. He would have been about 30 years old from his draft year, and so he's a 5th, 6th, 7th defenseman at this point, depth defenseman. 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. He does not make the playoffs with Anaheim because they trade him at the trade deadline on... I forgot to put Florida on the board. I completely forgot about that. My bad, guys. So, I can't believe I screwed that up. I'm going to fix that real quick just to make sure. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I can't believe I forgot to put the Florida Magnet on the board. June 20th, 2008. So after this second season with Phoenix, he goes to Florida, And he has that bounce-back season of 21 points with Florida, and I just realized that. I'm an idiot. So 68 games played, 5 goals, 16 assists, 21 points with Florida. That trade happened on June 20th, 2008, so in between the 2008 and 2009 season, or 2007-08, 2008-09. Going to Phoenix was Olli Jokinen. Going to Florida was Keith Ballard, Nick Boyton, and a 2008 second, which would become Jared Stahl, the forgotten Stahl brother, who never really cracked the NHL. He was the bad Stahl of all the Stahls. Too many Stahls. So back to this, 2009-10, he plays with Anaheim, 42 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points after signing there. He does not make the playoffs with them because he's traded at the deadline on March 2nd, 2010. He's traded for future considerations going to Anaheim. Chicago gets Nick Boyton, and he plays 7 games, no goals, 1 assist, 1 point. However, in the playoffs, he comes in to play 3 games in the final as Jordan Henry gets injured in the Stanley Cup final. He comes in his spot, and he's on the ice in overtime when Patrick Kane scores the winning goal, and he's one of the only players that saw that it went in the net. 3 games played, no goals, no assists, no points. And Nick Boyton is a Stanley Cup champion. 2010-11, he plays 41 games with Chicago, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. And he does not make the playoffs with them that year because he ends up on waivers, and the Philadelphia Flyers claim him. He plays 10 games, no goals, no assists, no points. Does not play in the playoffs with Philadelphia that year, and that would end his career. Totals for his career: 605 games played, 34 goals, 110 assists, 144 points, 21 games played in the playoffs, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. Within that, he was on the All-Rookie team. He was 8th in Calder in 2002 as well. He makes the All-Star game in 2004, and he's a Stanley Cup champion. Pretty good medium-sized career. This career lasted from 1999-2000 to 2010-11, so 12 seasons, because 11 seasons because 2004-05 is wiped out. Sorry about the mix-up, but I'm going to call it here. That's going to be all I have for you guys today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I realize that I'm talking fast. I'm a little aggravated that I've had to re-record this video about 8 times, so sorry about that. Hopefully it's understandable, that sort of thing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.